I came to the same park again, curiously searching for someone with my sister. She got a phone call. She went aside. Taking this as an opportunity, I hurriedly searched for the person because I had no time. If my sister finds out why I came, she will surely scold me. Finally, I saw him again in the same place. He was sitting on the same bench writing something in his notes alone. I wish I could go to him directly and tell him how much I like him, but he would look at me with a judgmental look. If I told him I was coming here daily just to see him, he might think I'm strange. Wait, I'll try to take and approach him. I was walking small steps towards him, who was far so away from me. But I was forced when I heard my sister's voice. So is this why you are coming here daily? Don't you? She said, looking at the guy with a bored expression. She didn't see him properly, as he was too far away from them, and she wasn't even interested in him. Sis, I think I like him. This funny dumb girl. See, you must fall for a guy who is richer than you, has some properties surely. Don't roam on a man who is poor. He must be poor, that's why he is coming here. If he were rich, he would have him fun in pubs and trips with friends, just like I always do. But, no but, come with me. I don't even like being on someone who is poor. Saying this, Sia tried to wine with her, as Vahan pouted, but she glanced over her shoulder one last time thinking, I wish I'll meet you again, and that time, it will be our best moment. It was evening and rain was pouring. The merchant maids and workers were all standing near the window and watching Vahan's dance. The way she was dancing in the rain, as if she was in love with me, and her movements were attracting everyone towards her. And her grandma came there with an open umbrella. She stopped Vahan from dancing, held Vahan's wet hand, and started taking her with her. I told you don't walk in the rain. It will make you sick with your cold. She was scolding Vahan while wiping her wet hair. Vahan was giggling. But I love rain, Grandma. What should I do when it comes? I can't stop myself from getting drenched and dancing. I don't care, but I care about your health. Don't neglect it, Vahan. Okay, Grandma. Calm down, okay? How can I calm down when your dad is coming with your sister's future husband here in a few moments? Wow, really? I want to see what he is like, what he does, and who he is. I don't know anything new. I made a phone call to your sister. She was on her way home. She never listened to me. She always stays outside, spends more time with her friends, and hangs out rather than being at home with the family. It's okay. Don't scold my sister too much. Don't defend her. She was a weird girl. She doesn't even care about you. And you don't even let me scold her. It's okay. After all, she is my sister. A step-sister. But I never felt that way about her. Leave it. Go and change your dress. They will come here at any time. She cut off when they heard your car honking. Oh my goodness. They have arrived. Come downstairs fast after you are ready. She left. I'm telling you right, Jungkook. My daughter will crave to marry you. She never says no to my boy. He said to Jungkook, who was sitting in a wheelchair and poking his tongue into his cheek. But I won't stop pretending to be paralyzed. I will see if your daughter really wants to marry me, even after knowing I was paralyzed or not. Let's see who will win this matter. Grandma was entering, but when she saw Jungkook in a wheelchair, her happiness faded. He is the one who is going to marry our Sia. His name is Jungkook. Wait, you never told me Jungkook was paralyzed. He was just pretending just to see if Sia would still care to marry him. Oh, where is Sia? Call her. She just came now. Is getting ready. Do you want anything to drink? Coffee? She nodded and left. While Jungkook and Mr. Kim were talking and waiting for Sia, a girl captured his attention. She was coming towards him with a tray in her hands, and on the tray was coffee. Jungkook couldn't blink at her appearance. Is this Sia? How simple she is. She didn't even get ready. She just came here in a normal outfit, and her hair was just wet with some water droplets sliding down her skin. Is she just coming out of the shower for me? Just wow. I was curious to see him, but when I was approaching them, I was shocked to see the guy who I never thought could be my sister's man. My heart clutched. But I saw him in a wheelchair. I was speechless. Is it true or are these hallucinations? Seeing him like that in a wheelchair as well, she was sad but put on a small fake smile and spoke, stirring herself. Here is your coffee. He didn't take it as his eyes were fixed on her, but Mr. Kim noticed the way Jungkook was looking at her. Then he shook Jungkook. She is my second tattoo. Her name is Swan. She isn't Sia. Jungkook was shocked and disappointed. He took the coffee hesitantly and Swan smiled at him, but he couldn't even smile back. Just then Sia came in. That's my first daughter, Sia. Jungkook didn't see her face until she sat beside her dad and spoke, not even noticing the wheelchair, but looking at his face, while Swan was still there watching Jungkook sadly. Dad, who is he? I told you about my friend's son, right? To ask you to marry him? Wow, is he the one who was a millionaire? I thought he would be okay, but when I heard about him, but he's handsome too. My friends will get jealous of me if he is rich and handsome husband. All of them will cry too. But her happiness stopped when she noticed he was sitting in a wheelchair. She made a weird face as she judged him from top to bottom. Wait, is he really Jungkook, whom you said was good and Sia too? The way she asked in disbelief, Jungkook looked at Sia. Yeah. Hi Sia. I'm straight to the point. I don't waste my time with indirect talks. I can't marry a man like you, who can't even walk on his own legs. The way she rejected Jungkook shocked Mr. Kim and Swan, but Jungkook didn't show how he felt about her rejection, even though she said it to his face. Sia, watch your mouth. Don't you respect my word? Can't you have some trust in how and why I chose Jungkook for you? Stop it, Dad. I respect you when you said he was good looking and was brilliant, but I can't blame a romantic guy like him. My friends will laugh at me if he is my husband. My prestige will be damaged if I become a paralyzed man's wife forever. Mr. Kim's eyes blurred with warm tears, but they didn't drop as his eyes started. How could his daughter go against him, not trusting his decision, and seeing her step back like this? Sia didn't feel anything. But Swan felt sad, though she remained silent. Mr. Kim looked at Jungkook with a sad face, but just as Jungkook was about to speak, Mr. Kim interrupted him. Wait a second. He looked at Swan and spoke. Swan, I want you to marry Jungkook. Will you? Jungkook was surprised by him, and he looked at Swan, finding her already looking at him with wide eyes. Definitely I will, Dad. Sia dropped her jaw at Swan. Hey, don't you see he is bad? He can't even satisfy you. Even the blind trust in Dad can make your future with badness, with man, destroy your happiness. Jungkook squinted his eyes, waiting to hear what Swan would answer. But what she said left him speechless. Sis, watch your mouth before you speak about my future husband, Jungkook. Future husband too? Oh my god, I think you have gone crazy. She left from there and Mr. Kim looked at Jungkook and called him, making Jungkook's eyes shift from Swan to him. Then Swan went to the bedroom. Sorry Jungkook, but not sorry. I told you, my daughter would accept to marry you. And I didn't even ask you if you would marry Swan, because I saw how you looked at Swan before. I'll arrange the engagement for both of you soon. Wait, let me tell Swan that I'm not paralyzed. She will be happy. Not now. But to surprise her at some special time. It will be stunning surprise to her. Okay, but I want to talk to her. Can I have her phone number at least? Why not Sanima? He said, smoking, and give Wanan's number to Jungkook. Transcript to night at 9 pm. In the balcony, Wan was sitting watching the rain, hugging her knees, while the cold wind hit her, making her hair strands dance. Her phone started ringing. She looked at it, and it was an unknown number. She picked up the call. Hello, who's it? The one who you are ready to marry without knowing anything about him. She froze at his voice. She hadn't even heard his voice before and wondered how he would have made a phone call to her and why he called her suddenly. Hey, are you there? Yeah. Are you thinking why I called you now? Yeah. I'm also here thinking while watching the rain. How could you accept marrying a guy like me, even though I can't be a perfect to you? You might not believe me, even if I say all this. What? I'll tell you later. But no one is perfect in this world. And I accept you as I don't have any problem knowing you. But I am disabled. I don't like when my mind calls himself disabled. Only he knows how he was getting happiness and controlling it. The way she is still not failing to make him fall for her. Okay, I'll never repeat it again. That's good, Jungkook. Hey, are you there? Please call me by my name again. Jungkook? I'll call me by my name, but I have never felt anything. Now I'm feeling on the chest and blushing. They both were fully engaged in talking on the call and completely forgot about the time, falling asleep too. Days passed with so much happiness and curiosity. They were always in touch with each other through phone calls. And even when he was busy, he would text her, never letting her feel ignored. Today was a special day for Vaughn, and she was staring at her phone and waiting for him to call her. 1 hour had passed, and she was still waiting for Jungkook. He had never made her wait this long before. And this was the first time she bought it and then received a message from him asking if she had eaten. She replied, I was waiting for your call. And he replied, I was busy with work. She said, it's okay, but you forget for 2 days. He replied, I know, but I wasn't able to come online. She said, okay, and he replied, bye, then left from online. She put the phone aside. Well, why are you sitting here alone? Come downstairs. Dad is waiting for you. Since this morning, you haven't even come downstairs. I'm coming now. She was following, but when she was going downstairs, the power suddenly went off. She was holding the handle and stepping down the stairs hastily in the complete darkness. As she was going down, she felt the scent of variety of flowers in the air. And suddenly the fairy lights flickered, lighting the colorful lights and echoing voices saying, Happy birthday, Vaughn. It was a surprise to her, seeing the flower decoration and lights, with her dad and grandma holding flower buckets. Sia was just sitting on the sofa and watching them with a bored expression. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Grandma. It was beautiful. How you planned this? This was planned by you, Jungkook, not by us. He is the one who planned it all. Really? Where is he? Mr. Kim and Grandma moved from each other and revealed Jungkook sitting in a wheelchair, a bouquet of roses in his arms. Vaughn blushed upon seeing him while Jungkook smiled at her. What's your crush? Why is she blushing just by seeing a balanced man in a wheelchair? I can't even calm down myself the way they both are blushing seeing each other as if they are made for each other. Happy birthday, Vaughn. He extended his bouquet toward her while she was still standing away from him. Only a bouquet? Pretending to expecting something more from him to confuse him, as he had already teased her by acting like he was busy with other work. What else do you want? Isn't this surprise enough for you? It isn't. I want more. She wanted to tease him, not knowing what he was capable of. Will I have another surprise too? But I was thinking about what would you do if I did? What? What else could he do that make her not handle a damn surprise? After all, she has a disability. I'll keep standing. First, you give me the surprise, mister. She was cut off in the middle as her words were got stuck in her throat. When she saw Junko getting up from the chair and walking towards her, putting one hand in his pocket and holding a bouquet in the other, Sia got up from the sofa in shock, while Ryan was froze in the spot. Jungkook, how is this possible? How is my surprise, baby? She was lost to her balance, was about to fall, but he gripped her with his other hand while she looked into his eyes, still unable to believe what she was seeing. He handed the bouquet to her. Someone said they would keep standing, but now it looks like they couldn't handle my surprise. She stuttered and got happy tears. How is it possible, Jungkook? I'm not paralyzed, man. I wanted to pretend for a while during the meeting with my future wife. He was explaining to her, and your dad didn't let me tell you. Stop the hell, Jungkook. How can you pretend? She is getting frustrated as she realizes she lost a billionaire unknowingly. Dad, I can't believe this. If he were normal and not paralyzed, then I want him again. I just can't lose a guy like him. I deserve him. He was mine. Since you chose him for me. Hearing this, Ryan clenched Jungkook shut in fear, wondering if her dad would agree to that. Shut up, Sia. When Ryan and Jungkook agreed to marry each other, it was final. You shouldn't want him. It's wrong. No, I want him. Please, Dad, do something. When you refused him that time, you lost him successfully. You even rudely talked to him. You don't deserve him, forget it. Hearing this, she immediately went to Jungkook and pulled Ryan away from him and holding his hand and asked him, Jungkook, you came to my home to marry me, only for me, and I shouldn't have talked to you like that before. I'm sorry, please marry me, not Ryan. He pulled his hand back from her and held Ryan's hand and looking at Sia. I came here to marry Mr. Kingston, and I didn't even know her, except her name. When I saw Ryan here, I thought I had fallen for her, and I thought she was Sia. But after knowing she wasn't, I was broken, but thanks to you. When you reject me, I got Ryan as my life partner. And here you are asking to marry me, not Ryan. How selfish are you? Not even considering her feelings. She and I have been in love with each other. Have some shame, Miss Sia. She got angry the way he talked, but regret kept growing inside her. She unable to face them and left for her bedroom. Jungkook cupped Ryan's waist, making her look at him as she felt bad for Sia. Everything will be fine, so don't worry. She was still feeling bad, so Jungkook tried to distract her. Okay, tell me, how was my surprise? This is the best surprise for your lifetime, right? But it was small compared to my surprise. What surprise? He asked curiously, and then she left for her bedroom. Jungkook, Mr. Kim and Grandma glanced at each other in confusion. She ran back to him and holding an album, handed to him. What are these? Look at yourself and see what's there. He opened the album confusedly and was shocked to see his photos in it. He quickly started flipping through the pages, getting a mix of surprise and disbelief. After flipping to the last photo, he looked at her face in disbelief. I used to come to the park just to see you, and one day I decided to talk to you. But when I tried, my sister stopped me. The next day when I came, you didn't show up. I kept waiting there, but you never came again. I saw you again when you came here with Dad. Jungkook hugged her with emotion. I always felt like someone was watching me. But I never thought a girl like you was already in my life and could soon be my wife too. He looked at her, breaking the hug. Once again, happy birthday, my love. Thanks a lot, Jungkook. They both stared into each other's eyes till Grandma cleared her throat, making them realize they were in front of Grandma and Mr. Kim. Hello, cut the cake, we are hungry. Jungkook and Ryan avoided eye contact and smiled awkwardly. As they went to the table where the cake was, Van cut the cake and they celebrated the party. That's how Jungkook surprised Van, and she surprised him in return. Jungkook and Van were happy and even got engaged, but Sia still couldn't accept it and was desperate to get Jungkook, as she couldn't stand Van being with him.